Yeah, I'm going to show you every single item that I thrifted in 2023. I even made some categories. I even took pictures of all of these witchy and vintage items, and it were over 50 items that I thrifted last year. I even printed them out, and yeah, I will stick them into these categories. So as you can see, we only have high quality content here on that channel, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. I will definitely have so much fun showing you every single thing and rating it. And yeah, maybe it gives you some inspiration to go thrifting for yourself. But I would say let's get right into it. Shall we? Alright, so let's get started. I'm so excited. I also put the items into categories. So we have furniture, we have candle holders, we have witchy practice items, we have fairies and friends, we have decoration like vintage items, and I cannot show you all of them in front of the camera because it took so much time to just put them here and place them here. But I took pictures, as I said, of all of these items so I can blend them in here, and I hope, yeah, they turned out fine because I didn't have time to take better pictures because I'm restricted to sunlight when it comes to filming and like my filming schedule. But the first item that I thought we are just starting off with is my upcycling shelf, and I bought this kitchen towel holder for €1. It was not that cute, so I thought why not turn it into a witchy shelf, and I did. So yeah, you should be able to see right here at this moment. And I would say, like, I cannot live without that item. I think it turned out so cute. I'm so proud how the moth turned out. And by the way, if you haven't watched that video, you can go ahead. I will link it down in the description down below and watch it because, again, I'm really proud of how it turned out. But yeah, I think this is an item that I cannot live without because I really love it. And I cannot wait to hang it on my wall and put all of the crystals on top. And I just realized if I keep talking so much about each and every single item, we will probably not finish this today. So let's just hang it on my category wall right here and then move on. So yeah, as you can see, I printed them out and I cut them out. Aren't they so cute? I think this is like such a cute, funny idea. And yeah, this is the next item, and this is one of my favorite shelves that I thrifted. It was one of my first items that I thrifted. Unfortunately, right now it's not getting the attention it deserves because it's basically just sitting in a corner in this room right here, but it's not getting its moment, I shall say. But yeah, really love it. Cannot wait to put flowers and crystals and stuff inside when, yeah, I have more space to really put it in the perfect place. So, and as you will see, a lot of these items don't have a place that they deserve. I don't have the space, so I basically thought, why not just let them like that? Like, that's actually really cute to see everything I thrifted. But yeah, this is something I would say, let's see. It is definitely safe to stay for a very long time because I feel like I'm going to rate everything I cannot live without. So we have to get a little bit more diversity into the content. So let's put that to safe to stay for a very long time. Alright, so the next item is one of my favorite items ever. I was so happy when I found it because I love these kind of little containers. I also love boxes. I love collecting boxes. Comment down below if you love collecting boxes and like these little container thingies as well. But yeah, this was one of my, I feel like, luckiest finds because it's really high quality. It's really heavy. I know it looks like not that heavy, but it's actually pretty heavy. So yeah, I cannot wait to put that on my wall, put crystals inside. There's a little mirror in the back, so it's reflecting the crystal magic. So yeah, this is definitely something I cannot live without anymore. And we have another item in that category. So yeah, cannot live without anymore. Alright, so the next item all of you guys loved when you saw it, and it is my secretary. and I was so happy when I found it. I went there to pick it up. I drove, I think it was like 1 or 2 hours, and yeah, I was so happy when I found it. I feel like it is one of my most beautiful furniture items that I own. I love working like inside, filming inside. I feel like it just tells a story and it gives such a witchy vibe. So yeah, I cannot wait to show you more of it, and yeah, you guys loved it, so really happy about that. But this is also something I cannot live without anymore, and I feel like I will never get rid of it. Like, this is like, yeah, I love it so much. I feel like I will say that about every item, but cannot live without. So another item. Wow, we are doing great. Alright, so the next item, I think you haven't seen it on that channel yet, but it's my little apothecary cabinet, and I love that. I cannot hang it right now because it's pretty heavy and I will have to put like really big holes in the wall, and I cannot do that myself. I don't want to do that myself. So yeah, it's just like standing in my living room right now, but I love it. I really feel like it's the perfect item to put your potions inside, to put crystals or little spell jars inside. So yeah, I really cannot wait when this is like on the wall, and I cannot live without that anymore. I feel like it's such a cute vintage witchy item that every witch wants in her kitchen or living room or wherever. So yeah, really love it and cannot live without. Yeah. Alright, so this is one of the items that I thrifted at the end of last year, and I got it for free. I was so happy when I found that, and I say it a lot of the times on the channel. I always thrift in stores, but we don't have that many, so I also tend to thrift in like these online vintage shops, and you can like contact the seller and then go and pick it up. So this is how I thrift a lot of my items, and this was completely for free. I think I only drove 20 minutes to pick it up, so that was an amazing find. And I want to put my sewing machine on top of it and like put my cloths and stuff in the like little department on the bottom. So that's the plan for that piece, and I really love it, and it's definitely safe to stay for a very long time. Alright, next we have a little hanger for the wall. I don't know exactly how it is used or how it was used back in the day. It was pretty old as well. I painted it so it looks new, but when I got it, it looked already like, I don't know, 100 years old maybe. So I really love it. I think it could be to put candles on top or something. But yeah, I really love it. I love the playfulness of the design, the carvings and the wood, and I really love it. I think I cannot live without that anymore. And I feel like putting all of these items together on the wall, it will just look like in a Ghibli house or like a witchy magical house. So yeah, one of my favorite items that I thrifted last year and cannot live without. Alright, so we have an item that could be in the category why did I buy this? I wanted to make a video about a crystal charging station, and then I saw this kind of candle holder in like one of these thrift shops, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get it, but it looks quite dark. It has more of this kind of gothic vibe that usually I'm not going for. So yeah, I have it because I feel like it looks kind of cute, but again, this is more of this like gothic, yeah, witchy style that I don't to pursue. So I don't know, maybe this is the category, our first item, why did I buy this? But nevertheless, I feel like when you put it outside and you put a candle inside, it's still cute, but yeah, I like to surround myself with like bright, happy items. So why did I buy this? Alright, so the next item you can actually see right here, and again, it is one of my most favorite items that I ever found. It was at a flea market last year in summer, and it was only €2. I feel like the woman really wanted to get rid of it. I'm currently thinking what I should do with it, if I should just put crystals inside or make it like a little mossy glass jar. So I'm not sure what I'm doing with it quite yet, but I really love it. And we have another item for the cannot live without category, and I knew that I should have made the category bigger. So yeah, another one for the cannot live without category. And by that point, I feel like we don't even need the categories, because now everything I see, it's like I cannot live without that anymore. So our next item is this really cute little piece. I don't know how they are called, to be honest, but I think about like a laboratory or a witchy kitchen where you make your potions inside, like, you know, these little long jars that you can put inside. And yeah, I really hope to find these because I'm currently looking for them. I was not lucky so far, but I really cannot wait to put these little jars inside and maybe put flowers inside. And yeah, this was only €1 and I repaired it a little bit and now it's as good as new. So yeah, really love it and I cannot live without anymore. Alright, so next we have my enchanted fairy mirror that I upcycled as well. And if you haven't seen that video, I will link it down below as well. It's like a Q&A styled video, but I really love this mirror. When I got it, I was like, it does not seem like vintage. I think it is still pretty old. I don't know if it's really wood or maybe some kind of plastic material, but nevertheless I really love it. I love the playfulness of the shape, the gold color, and I really love how it turned out after putting all of the moss and the flowers on top. So this is definitely something that will be in my house in the future and will stay with me forever. So cannot live without again. But yeah, that's just how it is. Alright, our next item is something that you guys told me how it is called, but of course I forgot it. But it is called, in Germany at least, a etagere. And I bought that pretty cheap. When it came, it was a little bit broken. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it is a nice to have gimmick. I think I called that category. So yeah, I'm not like totally in love with it, but I still like it. I like the look of it, but yeah, I think it's a nice to have gimmick. Alright, so the next item is something I was so happy when I found it, because I saw them like in videos from England and stuff, and I was like, can I find that in Germany? But I found one, and yeah, I was so happy. I told the story like why it is so funny when I found it, because like the seller was basically sleeping and I had to yell at him like, please, I want to buy that. Can you please just wake up and answer me how much it is? But yeah, I was so happy. It's something I cannot live without anymore. I feel like it makes every home really like witchy, no matter where you put it. I cannot wait to, yeah, really give it its perfect place, its spot to shine. But yeah, cannot live without anymore. And I love collecting these like little cabinets. So yeah, again, cannot live without. Talking about little cabinets, we have another one. I think this is actually something that I thrifted in 2022, but I thought I would just include it in here because I think I have never shown it before, or maybe once or twice. But it is another one of these little cabinets. You can open the sides. You have like 4 drawers where you can put like little crystals or oils or something like that inside, or your jewelry. So I have that on my altar in my sleeping room, but I really love it and I cannot live without anymore. So really love that one as well. Alright, so please ignore the mess of this picture, but I took it yesterday evening and I was too tired to like declutter and stuff like that. So yeah, this is one of my very first pieces that I ever thrifted. It is my little secretary that I really love, and it contains a lot of like my herbs and my shamanism tools. So yeah, also my moon water bottles. It is really dear to me, and I definitely would say that it is something I cannot live without anymore. So yeah. Alright, so our next item is a cabinet that I got for free. It's a cabinet from the 60s and it has these doors that you can slide, and the one side is like this wooden door and the other side is a glass door. And again, I'm not sure about it quite yet, what I should do with it, if I should leave it like that, if I should paint it. I thought about painting it in this like really dark mossy green and then putting fairy lights inside and all of my crystals. I feel like this would be the perfect place to put my crystals. But again, right now it's just like standing there in like the corner of my living room, not really having its moment. I feel like for these pieces you need a clean wall, and I'm dreaming about like maybe having a green wall or a yellow wall that gives like vintage vibes, and then with like a lot of flowers on top. But yeah, right now it's a bringer of happiness, I would say, because it's like not really giving me the vibes that I know it could give, but I still love it. But yeah, bringer of happiness. Alright, so our next 3 items, I will just go really quickly because they are picture frames, so I feel like I don't have to say a lot about these. I love to buy wooden picture frames, and right now I just put like pictures inside that don't really bring me happiness. So this is a project that I want to tackle this year, like finding art and stuff that I can put inside. And yeah, once they hang on the wall, I can always look at them and be happy. So these are definitely bringers of happiness. So yeah, bringers of happiness, I would say. So next we have 2 paintings, and these are like my little treasures. I love buying art, but I have a really specific theme when I buy art. Like, I'm not really into modern art and these kind of things. It has to be like, I don't know, showing landscapes or flowers or these kind of things. And I found 2 really beautiful paintings, and one of it you saw in my, I think it was my last video, like my thrifting video. So yeah, again, I will link it down below. But I really love these paintings. They bring me so much joy and happiness. Like the picture with the flowers is really heavy. So again, my wall is not made for this like heavy pictures. But yeah, once I have a concrete wall, I will definitely hang it so I can see it, because I feel like it's so cute. It's like giving green witch vibes. And yeah, I don't know, I really love them, and I think I cannot live without them anymore, because again, they just bring me so much happiness, and yeah, I love them and I cannot live without. So yeah, we made our decision, I would say. Alright, so next we have a little decoration mushroom made out of wood, and it's something that I love, but it's not something I'm overly attached to. So it's a nice to have gimmick, I would say. And another nice to have gimmick is this little treasure box right here. Alright, so next we have my little treasure box that I really love, and it's definitely something that is safe to stay for a very long time. So let me show you my next item, and it is one of my favorite items that I thrifted at the end of last year, and it is my little witch's cauldron. And I really love it. It's really old, but I know that I can, for example, make fire rituals and stuff inside safely, because I was always afraid to like burn something or stuff like that, because yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to like fire. It still makes me a little bit anxious. So definitely this is something that I needed. It is quite big, and let me show you, because you can already see it right here. So as you can see, it is quite big, so it's definitely safe to burn something in here. It has these really cute little details, and this is definitely something that I will use in my witches practice on a daily basis, and it is something that I cannot live without anymore. And when I say I show you everything that I thrifted in 2023, I'm showing you everything. So we have this cute little plate made out of ceramic that I thrifted for €1, and I would say it's like a nice to have gimmick. I put flower pots on top and stuff, but yeah, nothing too fancy, but a nice to have gimmick. Alright, so the next item is this really cute little moon. It's a half moon, and I think it is made to put your tissues and stuff inside. and I cannot wait to like have a table and make dinner and like decorate everything with like candles. So yeah, really excited about that one, and it's definitely something that is safe to stay for a very long time. Next we have this cute little spoon. I really love it. I use it in my practice when I'm like using herbs or crystals or stuff like that. So really love it, and I love how it is made, and it's definitely something that I cannot live without anymore. So yeah, spoons can give you so much joy as well. Alright, next we have this cute little container, and I think it is made out of silver birch. I saw it and I was like, that is perfect to store all of my spoons and stuff inside. So it is definitely a nice to have gimmick, but more on the practical side. So yeah, nice to have gimmick. Alright, next we have my little tea candle holder that I thrifted at a flea market. I love it. I love burning tea candles inside, and it's just making a beautiful light with the little windows and stuff. So yeah, this is definitely something that is safe to stay for a very long time. Next we have these cute little, and I don't know what they are called, I think there is a specific term for them, but yeah, we just call them cloth. And I love to put candles or like candle holders on top. It makes it look so witchy, and I just love them. I'm so happy when I find them. And yeah, there were like a bunch of them. Some of them were already damaged, so I only took these 2 so far, but I hope to get more because I feel like this is like giving my witchy Ghibli house the perfect vibe. But yeah, really love it, and cannot wait to find more of these. So this is definitely safe to stay for a very long time. And by this time I feel like I'm only saying that because my cannot live without category is already super full, but we have to do what we have to do for this channel. So the next item is this really cute bowl in the shape of an ivy leaf, and I love it. I love to keep my crystals inside, and right now I have these beautiful clear quartz crystals inside. So yeah, this is definitely something that is safe to stay for a very long time. It's really practical and I love it. So yeah, let me put you to your friends. Next we have an item that I was really happy and excited about when I found it. It is this kind of, and I forgot it again, but you can turn out your candles with it. And in shamanism, my teacher always says that he does not like to blow off a candle with his breath. So this is something that has stuck with me, and I use my candle tool as much as I can to turn out the candles with respect. So yeah, this is definitely something that is something I cannot live without anymore because I use it in my practice all the time. So yeah, cannot live without. And we have another spoon, but this one I'm not so attached to it like the leaf spoon. So it is a nice to have gimmick that I like to use in my practice for the same purpose. But yeah, nice to have gimmick. Next we have something that I really love to put my crystals inside, and I talked about that in my crystal collections video that I will link down below as well. But it is this really cute container, and it just makes crystals and little spell jars look super magical when you put them inside. I have 2 of them, I love them, and it's definitely something that is safe to stay for a very long time. I didn't know exactly what I bought when I bought it, but then the woman was so kind to explain it to me. And it is basically a holder for fruit knives or spoons or something like that that you can put inside, and I really like it. I use it right now to store my crystals, but yeah, I think it looks really cute and magical. So I think it is a bringer of happiness. We have another bowl, and this is a bringer of happiness because I love to store my crystals in this one as well. I feel like these little bowls make it really easy to store your crystals if you don't know how to display them. So yeah, a bringer of happiness. Next we have another candle holder, and I really love the medieval vibe that it gives me. It's a definitely nice to have gimmick, and I love to put candles on top. I love to burn the candles safely, which is definitely happening on that candle holder because it's pretty sturdy. So yeah, it's a nice to have gimmick that I love to use in my practice. Our next item is giving me why did I buy this vibes, but at the same time it's like a bringer of happiness, because I know that, for example, for Ostara, I can put some moss inside, I can put little eggs inside or something like that and make it really look cute. I can put like ribbons on top of it and just create this really Ostara themed basket. So I cannot wait to do that. I really want to put a lot of these kind of metal items in my garden, and you know, when they get rusty and crusty, I think that looks so witchy and magical. That was basically why I got this. It was only €1, but if I have to decide, I would say why did I buy this, with a touch of bringer of happiness. And we have my favorite crystal holder display thingy, and it's this really cute golden etagere that is made out of wood as well, and I really love it. I bought it at a flea market, and I'm so happy because it basically keeps all, like the majority of my crystals at my desk, and when I'm working I can just look at it and I'm just the happiest working witch there is in the world, because I don't know, I think it's so beautiful to have crystals surrounding you, and with like a golden wooden etagere, it's just the best thing ever. So yeah, 10 out of 10, cannot live without anymore. I found this really beautiful candle holder recently, and I don't know, it just gives me castle, medieval vibes. I really love it. I love to put my candles inside, and I used it in my how to celebrate Imbolc video, and you guys seem to love it. So yeah, I love it as well, and it is definitely something that I cannot live without anymore. And I imagine myself like holding my little candle and walking through my little library at night and just like holding it in front of the books. This is giving me these vibes. So yeah, definitely something I cannot live without anymore. And yet another candle holder. Honestly, I love that one, but it is a little bit difficult to find candles that actually fit the candle holders on top of like the metal thingy. They are kind of roundish, so it's not taking the candle or holding the candle properly, which makes it a little bit dangerous to burn candles, but I'm not giving up. I hope that I can find candles. So I would say it's a bringer of happiness. I would love to put candles inside, but I haven't found ones that fit so far. But yeah, bringer of happiness. You are definitely a bringer of happiness. And we have another cabinet thingy. And I don't know if this is vintage, but I thought it looked really witchy, like it gave me this kind of dark vibe. So I put some fairy lights inside, because fairy lights make everything look better. I put some moss inside, and I usually store my little jars inside where I keep tiny crystals or something like that. And I love to turn on the fairy lights when I'm working at night. So it has this really beautiful blue fairy light that reminds me of like the deep ocean or something like that, the night sky. So yeah, this is definitely a nice to have gimmick. But because my style kind of changed, as you can see, this was one of the first items that I ever thrifted as well. I feel like it's a nice to have gimmick, but I could definitely give it to someone who is more into these like dark academia vibes and stuff, right? So yeah, I think we found your category, my friend. You are a nice to have gimmick. We have 2 books that I thrifted that are related to the language of flowers, and I talked about that before. I love kind of using symbols in my life. I love using flowers, or like looking at flowers and then thinking about their symbolism, their meaning, and this is like what these books are about. And also when you give flowers to someone, like think about the meaning that they have. I think this is such a beautiful way. And these books are really tiny. I think I bought them each for like €1 or something like that, or like €2. But I love them, and they are definitely bringers of happiness. They also include little poems, and we love poems, don't we? So yeah, these are definitely bringers of happiness. And yeah, bringers of happiness you are. Hang on, Seekers of Magic, you nearly made it through all of these items. There is only a few left. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I have recorded for over an hour, and I don't know what editing future BB will turn this into, but yeah, we have another book, and it's about German legends, and I say it in my next Life of a Witch episode. But I have been really into researching like legends from different cultures and countries. I'm also really into Northern mythology, like Viking history and all of these things. So I just love surrounding myself with different cultures and reading about it. And what better way is there to read in books? So I found that at a flea market last year in summer. I haven't read everything of it, but I really like it so far to just do some research. I feel like when it comes to books, I should have done different categories, because books are just beautiful, amazing, and they deserve their own categories. But when it comes to this specific book, I would say it's a nice to have gimmick. I like looking into the history, like the legends and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice to have gimmick. Alright, and this is my favorite book that I thrifted last year, and it is called Kräutersegen in German. So it's basically talking about the flowers and herbs that you can find, about all of their properties. It includes religion, but also like science, I think I can say. So this is really, really amazing, and it's written in this beautiful style. It is in old German letters, so not everybody can read it. And when I picked it up, the person was like, "Can you actually read that?" And I said, "Yeah, I can still read it." So I'm really happy about that, because I feel like in these old books there is so much wisdom inside. So I'm really happy that I found that book. I picked it up for €2, and when I actually researched the price for that book in like this condition, I was just blown away, because it's not a cheap book. So I was really lucky. I feel like this book wanted to come to me, so really love it. I have been studying it. I will study it in spring, definitely, when I can see the flowers, work with the flowers, and I will bring you guys for that as well. But this is definitely something I cannot live without anymore. I'm really into like getting connected to nature more through researching the flowers and herbs and plants. So yeah, I cannot live without that book anymore. I really love it. And now we have the stars of the show, and probably the reason why you are all here for, right? Now let's rank my fairy friends and my little owl. I love them. I have been really loving collecting fairies recently, and I found really beautiful ones for such a low price. I'm so happy about that. I don't know, there's just something that fairies give me, like a feeling they give me, and they make me so playful and inspired and creative. So I love to surround myself with them, and as I said, I have been lucky finding really beautiful ones. But before we get into the fairies, let's get into our little owl friend. And I found him last year at a flea market for €1, and I was even like, should I get him? But now I'm really happy that I did, because I feel like he is so cute. He reminds me of like Harry Potter and stuff. Like, he gives me these vibes, and I feel like owls are such wise creatures. They have so much wisdom, and I love when he's like sitting on top of my shelf and I'm working and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, his look is giving me these "I'm watching you do what you're supposed to do" vibes. So really love him, and happy that I got him. But yeah, this is definitely something I cannot live without anymore, and he will stay in my collection forever. So there you go. Okay, and let's be honest, all of the fairies that I thrifted will be with me forever, and I cannot live without them anymore. So I will put them at like their place on the spot, and then I will show them to you in front of the camera because I feel like they deserve their moment. And I just love the feeling that fairies give me, like this playfulness. They really make me feel inspired and creative, and I love to surround myself with this energy. And I talked about that in my last video, like to surround yourself with things that make you feel good and not drag you down. So yeah, really love fairies, and I hope to find more because yeah, they are just so cute and my collection is ever growing. So yeah, let's put them to where they belong and then I will show them to you. And we will start with that one, and as you can see, she is quite tall. Like, as you can see, I really love her. She is made out of some kind of ceramic, I would say. She's quite heavy as well, but I really love the color. I like that she has this little flower as her head, and she just makes me really feel happy. So yeah, really love her. I love the color, and I love that she has this kind of old vintagey look. So yeah, really cute. And I love her. I'm happy I found her. So this is her. The next fairy friend is something I was really happy when I found it, because this little fairy is sitting on a glass, how is it called? You can see it, right? And you can even see me in here, so that's weird. But she is sitting on top of that, and I love her. She even holds a little, and again, I'm missing the word, but I hope you can see it. She even has like this glittery wings, which I love, and I'm really happy that I found her. So this was the first fairy that I thrifted, that I found, and I really am so happy that I have her in my collection. So she's always sitting with me at my desk, by the way. So yeah. And then let me show you my recent addition to my collection, and it's these two fairies. There's actually two, and one of them you can hang, I don't know, in a tree or something, on top of your window, and she is flying. So I think these are really beautiful. And the funny thing is, I also, as I explained it earlier, I picked them up in this kind of online shop where you can kind of go to the seller, or they can ship it to you if they want to. And I asked for them, and then I totally forgot because I was ill for like 5 weeks. And when I asked, like, are they still there? I'm so sorry. He said, yeah, they are waiting for you. So no one wanted them. And I was so lucky that I could buy them. You saw them in like my inbox video where I did the decoration. Like, she was dancing and she was sitting holding her butterfly friend. But yeah, really love them, and I think they look so whimsical with like this white ceramic color. They are quite heavy as well, so they are all good quality. But yeah, the face is also like really well done, so I love them. Aren't they so cute? And there you go. He wanted to have its moment as well. I think he's just really cute, right? So yeah, really happy with that as well. Alright, so these were the last items. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it could give you some inspiration to go thrifting for yourself. To me, it's just such a magical process when I go thrifting, when I find something. And I also do it because of environment, because most of the things that we are looking for are already out there, and I just love giving something a new purpose that is like totally fine. So yeah, I hope it inspires you. I hope you had fun. If you do, if you like my kind of vibe, if you like the videos that I'm doing, don't forget to do the YouTube magic and like this video. Comment down below which was your favorite item. Also subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video next week. So I see you then, and stay magical. Bye bye.